Well, ladles and jelly spoons. Let's see whether we're live or not. I can't tell on this camera because it either works or it doesn't. And I've got to wait 30 seconds or maybe a minute before it actually shows up on my iPad. Because there's a delay, obviously. But welcome to Freaky Friday. It's not showing up just yet, but I'll just assume you're there. Next door we've got the Danish handball match on the TV, so you'll hear Danes screaming and shouting. I'm going to go a bit dark in the background there. There you go, a lot better. It'll change after a while. I know the background's blown out, but I can't sit anywhere else because there's other people here that don't particularly want to be filmed. Freaky Friday. Okay, it looks like we're live. Let me just make sure that's turned off and go and have a look to see what you guys are saying. Trish says hi, Ian says hi, Steeko says hi, and Barry Keto says hi. I've got to watch an advert for myself now. I'll just skip it. Not that you guys skip the adverts, do you really? So I'm set up now with my slider and my camera, but I've set it up that it's actually streaming at 720p, not full HD, and 3 megabits. So I'm hoping that I don't get any dropouts now. I'm on manual focus, so that should be pretty sharp on my glasses there. I'm going to see what it's like here. That looks pretty cool actually, although I've got the bins in the background, haven't I? Let me just see if I can move these over and get something other than bins in the background. So I'll just move the stuff on the table and I'll be right with you. Vincent, good evening. Andy Park, good evening. Evie Blue, good evening. And I'll just pick this up and move it over here so I don't get the bins. There you go. Focus, perfect focus. This goes a little bit like that. A bit straighter. Cool dude. So here we go. Freaky Friday. I don't have my special sort of thing with like 2 or 3 cameras going and Freaky Friday logo and all that. This is just the camera today. Eventually I will get what they call a YOLO box, which is very similar to what I'm using on the iOS devices, but not exactly. So that means I'll be able to plug a camera in, a GoPro, anything that's got an HDMI out I'll be able to plug in, or a webcam, and I'll be able to use that then. So that's for the future, maybe in a year or two, when I get my real pension. So I'm in Little Germany today, and Christina's at home. She sends her love, and thanks everybody that commented on her interview, because she did the interview for Balcony Banter, but I put it up as a separate video so you could see it, which would be pretty cool. See what you guys are saying. Marie Alti's here, Alan Gebbies, we've all been there, Tim, yeah. Good evening. Little Germany, says Vincent. Hi from Morecambe, says Julie. Marie says hi everyone in the chat. Michael Hudak. Motown Mike, hello Tim, from -10 degrees Detroit. Hope you're warmer than I am, Motown Mike. We definitely are warmer than you, but it is on the cool side. It is our winter. So I keep looking at myself here. I should look in the cat in the thing, shouldn't I? So I should. It is our winter. Craig Andrews says XXX, and Google got it because anything with XXX means XXX love, and I'm going to show it though. So there you go. It's shown, I think. Is it shown? I can't show it. Error. Try again. It says. Well, I can't do it anyway. Held for review. Denise Peters says hi. I don't know. I can see better with or without glasses. I can only see with glasses when I'm further away. I'll just push my things further away then. There you go. So, I do have some information for you today. If it's come over on the iPad here, I had a look at the coat. I'm saying COVID and I'm coughing my bloody guts up. And look at the COVID figures today. And on the whole of the Canary Islands, we're over 100,000 active cases now. But that's the bad news. The good news is that of the 100,000 active cases, there are only 90 people in ICU in the whole of the Canary Islands. So it looks like the vaccination has been a great thing, and it's reduced the amount of people going into hospital, reduced the amount of people that go into ICU, and 635 people in hospital and 90 in intensive care, whole of the Canary Islands there. And if we look at Tenerife on its own, there's 46,652 active cases and only 44 people. So it's basically a thousandth, is it? A thousandth of the active cases are in intensive care. And that was different not so long ago. So we got, as I say, just over 46,000 active cases, 360 in hospital and 44 in ICU. So the way it's spread is, I'm looking at the ones over 1,000 now. Of course, you got Santa Cruz, the capital, and then with 20,000, La Laguna with 8,700, Arona just over 2,000. That's Los Cristianos and Las Americas. Adeque just under 2,000, so 1,917. Granadilla de Abona, which is just above the airport, is 1,700. La Orotava, which is in the north, that's got 1,400 cases. Puerto de la Cruz in the north, 1,300. Los Reales out in the north, and Tacaronte, both with 1,200 and 1,000 respectively. Everything else is below 1,000 there. And if we're looking at the trend now, I don't know if you can see this, but that's the trend going down. So it was up to 1,700 a day, brand new, and now we're at 430 a day. And that's for active cases, not for hospitalizations. So I think what's happening now is when this trend goes down, Spain will decide that the Canary Islands are going to be endemic. That means it's going to be there, but it'll be like the flu. So, so I'm just hoping that is the case. So let's see if we can open this aperture now. I'm at aperture 5.6. Let's go up to 4.5. Oh, that's okay. A little bit brighter in the background there. Gives me a bit more blur in the background. I will take the camera off and show you the sunset when it arrives. So that'd be pretty cool. And I am on the beers, but I'm only having 2. I promised Christina I'd only have 2. Let's see what you guys are saying. So, Simon Farron, great drive around, Tim. Yeah, I published a drive around today because I've started doing that again. I found a way to easily edit them. I've got a special software that comes with the camera now, which has gone from better to better. And the way it works now is I can just import the whole thing and then set a keyframe at the beginning and then just run the thing. And as I'm running the thing, I just move the camera where I want it. I zoom in and out, go to the little planet and stuff, and it automatically writes keyframes in there. Or I can write the keyframes myself, which is also just as easy. And so I don't have to watch the whole thing. I can just go here, then fast forward to the next bit that I like, and then set a keyframe between the two, and the camera will move between those 2 points. The other thing that it does now is it tracks something. So if I'm passing something that I want to look at, like that house, if you've not watched it, there's a house with a blue sort of glass dome or glass room on it, and I just select that and say track it, and then it automatically tracks that. So the camera doesn't actually move because the camera's actually taking 360 degrees. It's just the view within the sphere, and then you can zoom in and out and make it look like a little tiny planet. So that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So, hi Tim and everyone, says Pete and Shell, Craig's there, James is there, evening everyone. Are you talking amongst yourselves? I retracted Tim, okay, no problem. It's just that if you put things like XXX and love and, naughty words, then it'll automatically just hide it. They get around it by putting a space in between each letter, and they're very clever, these people that write ANAL with the space. So there you go. Pete and Charles talking to others. Adrian's there. Vaccines do work. Yeah, I mean, basically, I mean, it's the figures now. It is the figures. So if we'd have had 46,000 new cases at the same rate as the Delta variant, then we would have, at the moment, 30,000 people in intensive care, which is, well, we couldn't do it for the start. And so the way it's working now is we've got 40,000 cases and 44 people in intensive care. So that must be that, well, either the variant is less potent, is one thing, and or the vaccination's working. And typically the variants that are passing through vaccinated people aren't as potent when they're passed on. So that's another good reason. So the vaccinations do work. Vaccinations don't make you immune. It's like the flu vaccine. If you have the flu jab every year, you've got to have it for every year for that variant. And it doesn't stop you getting the flu. It just stops you getting the worst flu. And this COVID, this SARS was a lot worse than flu and a lot more transmissible. So that was one of the reasons. But I think we're going to be able to live with it now. We just need for the governments to stop their, the things like masks and stuff. Although, I mean, if you're feeling ill, then wearing a mask is normal. In China, I've lived and worked in China, and if you're ill, you wear a mask to protect others. So I would still do that. If I've got a cough or a cold, I'll wear a mask going out. I don't feel bothered about that. But I think this polarization, where you look at people who are not wearing masks and you're thinking, oh, you're arrogant or you're ignorant, And I was doing that as well, but I've come to the realization that it's us and them, and I don't really like that. So whatever you do, whatever you decide, just make sure that you're feeling good in yourself and that you feel as if you're contributing to society. And if you're not contributing to society, why not? Then that's another thing, I mean, obviously, if you're doing it for selfish reasons, that's your prerogative. So, yeah. But helping society, I think that's the way the world has to go. We've had enough of, I don't want to get onto the capitalism thing, but we had enough of greed. We've had enough of looking after number one. I think we need to look after the community now. So I think we've got a great community here, and we're looking after each other. And all the fantastic messages I got from my diet, even though, this is part of my lifestyle change. It really is part of my lifestyle change. Instead of 4 of these, I'm having 2. See, half. And I'm having, what am I making tonight? I'm making eggplant arrabbiata, which is like tomatoes and garlic and chili, with gnocchi. And I've only got a few gnocchi, so it's going to be mostly aubergine, eggplant, and tomatoes. So fresh, I'm saying fresh, tinned tomatoes, whole tomatoes, that you crush up yourself. And I've made a garlic chili oil as well. So there you go. Cool dude. Evening everyone, Barraquito. We were live with you last time. We were at Little Germany. Cool. Moira, hi. Julie's on. Simon, been spoilt with all your uploads this week, Tim. Yeah, I've done a couple, haven't I? I'm quite happy with this camera now. It's just I'm not sure where I'm going to go to showcase it, because it's easy to take the little ones or your phone out of your pocket, but this one you got to sort of decide. You got to set up a tripod and maybe a slider and maybe take some other stuff. But what I fancy doing is taking my 360 camera, walking from somewhere to a bar or to a spot. It doesn't have to be a bar. And then show you a bit around there, and then do a talking head with this camera, and maybe just some B-roll. With the slider, I can also do a time lapse, where I take a picture every half second or something like that, and then it does fast motion. You've seen that. So I'm hoping to do that. The only problem I've got here is that sometimes I have a problem with the exposure. So I can open this. That's wide open now, but it's way too light, But at least the background now is. Let's focus on here. The background now is a bit more blurry, but you see they call it the bokeh. and that's quite nice. Now I do have a filter, but I got a 3 to 6 stop filter, and 3 stops is too much, so I'd just be pretty dark if I put that one on. But let's go back to what we got. 3.7, 3.5. There's a 4, it's quite nice. So F4 would be quite good. You get a little bit of bokeh in the background, but the background's not too blown out. Cool dudes. Ready to come back to Tenerife on Tuesday, says Steve. Cool dude, are we going to see you? The meet-up Mondays, Christina said in the evening, it's getting her too cold now. So I don't know what we're going to do. A couple have contacted me today and said they want to meet up. And I said I prefer afternoons now with Chris. Of course, I don't care, so I'll come out at night. But Chris says she only wants to nip out in the afternoon for a coffee or something. So if you are on the island, you want to meet up, then Monday afternoon would be good. But we wouldn't go live. We wouldn't go live on Monday. So I'm thinking of knocking the Monday lives on the head unless I've got something to say. Or I meet somebody and they want to go live, obviously. So we'll see. We shall see. What's the quality like here? I'm looking at here. It's not too bad. Yeah, not too bad at all. Hi everyone. Maria's saying back out next week, taking photos back. Walking, has the arthritis been playing up? Yes, arthritis has been playing up, but basically it's just stuff we got to do. Like today we were waiting for a call from the SBK, which is they're going to buy us a new wheelchair, so I had to wait for that. Yesterday I was waiting for a parcel. No, yesterday I went for a walk. Did I? I can't remember. No, Wednesday I went for a walk. Monday, Tuesday I was just too lazy. Wednesday I went for the walk, and then Thursday I had to do something in the morning. I think it was waiting for a parcel, I think that was it. And yeah, today I was waiting for a phone call. So, we'll see. So, Mark's on, Mark Wiltshire, Richard Walton's on, new glasses, Tim. Actually, they're better old glasses because I've lost my new ones. The new glasses are gone. Again, with my light as well, I just don't know where I put them. They must be in the house because I've not taken them out. And the light and the glasses went at the same time, so I think I put them in a box somewhere. I actually got these about 10 years ago as glasses for the computer. So they're actually perfect for this distance as my eyes were 10 years ago, which now, you know, I can see a little bit. I can read a little bit. Good evening, says Jeff. Helen Casey's on. Moira's on. Pato the Duck, hey. Living your life is not risk-free, says Mikhail. That is also true. That is also true. I mean, you have to decide which risks you want to take. And if you're in total control of your risks, that's fine. But if other people are putting you at risk and you don't have the choice, like somebody getting in an elevator with you without a mask at the height of the pandemic, then yeah, you got a problem. But as I said, I've got to the stage now where I'm forgiving those people that are not following the rules. But what I really want to know is when they do change the rules, all the people who have been following them for 2 years will breathe a sigh of relief and feel the benefit. And you guys that didn't follow the rules, there'll be no difference. You just won't be an arrogant asshole anymore. There you go. So David Butler saying, don't know if it was camera angle or flattering clothes, but I seem much slimmer despite being on a cruise. Cool. Done trucking. Woo, just got my new passport back today. All right, for the next 10 years, if I last that long. Well, you know, you got a passport last 10 years, you got to last 10 years. Great content this week, Tim, says Vincent. Thank you so much. I'm going to be giving more now. Oh, the neighbours, the food's come out with the neighbours. I'm starving. I'm going back for my gnocchi soon. Homemade lasagna on the menu tonight, says Pete and Shell. Good. Evening, everyone. Hope you had a great week, says Alan Fraser. And Adrian McDermott says, what is the bar reviews and food review? When is the bar reviews or food reviews coming to? I'm not going to do food because I don't eat out. I tend to cook myself. and Christina doesn't like eating in front of other people for obvious reasons. So the food reviews you won't see on my channel. You can go to the McMaster or Darren John for those. And when Daniel starts up his channel again, he might be doing some stuff like that, who knows. And obviously Rick and Shell, but they're very busy at the moment, both working all hours. So I'm not doing food reviews. What I fancy doing is afternoon delight. So where would you go for a chill out in the afternoon? Where would you go in Tenerife that's wheelchair friendly and got a nice view? So that's what I fancy doing. But at the moment, it's walk-arounds and drive-arounds that I'm concentrating on. So I don't think anybody else is doing a drive-around at the moment, especially with a 360-degree camera. So that is my unique selling point there, if it is a selling point. Do you have heavy rain there like the other places near Los Cris? No, we didn't. We had, was it Wednesday morning? No, Thursday morning. Oh, that's why I didn't go. Thursday morning it rained. It started around about 6:30, finished about 9, but I'd already decided not to go walking then. So it wasn't the parcel. The parcel came on Tuesday. So yeah, it was the rain on Thursday, but it didn't really, it wasn't torrential, and we didn't have floods. I know there was flooding in Los Cristianos and Palmar. I think actually Andrew's done a vlog on the flooding in Palmar. I can't say that without doing a Northern Ireland accent, because the guy that told me about Palmar is from Northern Ireland. Hi Tim, I did miss a walk yesterday and today. You did miss a walk yesterday and today? Because I didn't do one. I was saying yesterday was rain and today we had to wait in for the SBK, that's the health insurance, they're buying us a new wheelchair. So Mike, Tim, have you ever travelled to any of the other islands? Can you and your wife do the ferry? She could do the ferry, but she doesn't want to, because any travelling in a car for Chris is terrible, because she can't see very well, and jiggling about in a car just makes her sick. So that's why we don't go up the mountains and stuff. I'd take her shopping, maybe to Siam Mall, or bring her down here, or go to the local beach, or she will drive short distances to go for a walk along the prom. But to go to the other islands and stay overnight and stuff, no, we're not interested in that. We'll let other people do that. Chris is saying she's quite happy just to stay at home, saying the truth. The handball's hotting up next door. I have arthritis too, and losing a few pounds helped me, so hopefully it will help you too, Tim, says Roger Channing. Exactly, you're coming over soon, aren't you, Roger? You put it all back on again. What else we got? That was Roger. Barry saying arthritis, stiff drink normally helps. That's true. When will the bar and food reviews start? Plus, thought of a cooking vlog. I was thinking of a cooking vlog, but Shelley does that, and that's fun. And to tell you the truth, I don't cook myself. I always cook to a recipe, so I might as well just send you the link to the YouTube channel that I get the recipe from. I've got a couple of Jamie Oliver books, but I always go to Jamie Oliver Food Tube to find out how he does it. So I've got the book, and then I just look, search for that recipe on YouTube, and it's there. So I really don't. Sometimes I'll take something that I've seen and change it up a bit, but I don't really have how to cook. Basically, cooking is either following a recipe or just by the pants, But every time I cook by the pants, I've always put too many different spices in, I think, and it ends up tasting the same, like when you mix plasticine together and it all ends up brown. That's what my cooking's like. So I really do like it when other people do that, because there is a science to cooking, of course, and how you can get to, get a sear on it, and how hot it's got to be, and what type of crust you got to have on meat or vegetables to make it taste good. And it's called I can't even remember the name out. There's a special name for it. The Maillard effect, I think it's called. Maillard or Mallard? Maillard effect, I think it's called. that you got to cook certain foods. That's why some people who sort of put chicken in a cold pan and let it come up to heat, then it always tastes rubbery and it doesn't taste right, you know. So you've got to have this type of Maillard effect to be able to enjoy the food there. And also fat and acid needs to go together. So I use a lot of lime juice in cooking. In fact, I'm making tonight is aubergine arrabbiata with gnocchi, and actually the recipe is for penne pasta, but I don't like penne pasta that much, but I like the fresh gnocchi we get from Mercadona for 99 cents, I guess. So that's quite nice. Just a bag of gnocchi already made, 2 minutes in boiling salted water, stick it in the arrabbiata sauce and jobs are good. So tomorrow I'm doing falafel with chickpeas, so ground up some chickpeas with some spices. I've got a burrito seasoning that I want to try out, so chickpea and burrito seasoning and a bit of garbanzo flour. Garbanzos is the same as chickpeas, it's the same thing. And salt and pepper, a little bit of chili. And then I'm going to serve that with a creamy lime dip, red salsa out the glass, and guacamole, and then have it in little tiny wraps. They are just bite-sized wraps. So that should be nice. Sunday I've got a frozen pork chop with like a tomahawk pork chop, which I'm going to do with Canarian potatoes, but the Canarian potatoes are going to be crushed and baked with garlic oil, with rosemary, and I'm looking for a green for that. I don't know what to have. I think I'll just have a green salad with that actually, and some cherry tomatoes. So that's the whole weekend done. I've already bought everything. The only thing I need to buy is ice cubes for my Tim and tonics, although I've knocked the tonic on the head as well, because I was doing normal tonic and then I was doing tonic zero, and I ran out of tonic zero. I started using fizzy water, and to tell you the truth, I couldn't tell the difference once I got the lime juice in, squeezing fresh limes, a bit of a zest and a little bit of lime cordial I can get from Tutribo. So my camera has now stopped. Oh no, it's going back. There we go. I thought it had stopped. Let's see, the sun's coming down now. This is cool. Let me see if I can put the filter on and show you the sunset. So bear with me. Well, let me just read what you've been saying. Love you drive arounds. Thank you very much, man. Sub, thank you so much for the donation there. It was a £5. Thank you so much. Ali Bennett, thank you for becoming a member. I know you've always supported the channel, and thank you so much for all the support in the past. And now you're a member. We know that it's a regular support. If you want to become a member, have a look in the description, and there is a description. There's a link to join the club, where you can join for a small amount a month. Let me just do this while I'm speaking. For a small amount every month, and it just takes it straight out of your bank account or your credit card, and this helps the channel immensely. So there we go. So what we got number 3 here, so let's open the aperture up a bit. So we got 2.8 now, so I'm a little bit darker now. I need to get me back in focus. There we go, I think. There we go, back in focus. So I'm a little bit dark, but at least you'll be able to see the sunset there. And when it comes out, I'll just turn the darkness all the way around and show you the thing. Cool, dude. So you've been chatting amongst yourselves. Una Myers, thank you very much. Ray Duffy, Ella Bennett, Heather McCarthy, you're all on there. We've got 115 people in the chat, and it says 3 thumbs up here, but I'm sure it's more than that. So let's see if I can show you a little bit of the sunset now. So here we go. There you go. That should be nice. So let's see what that looks like. Oh yeah, La Gomera. in the sun there. Fantastic. Or have we frozen? It looks like we might have frozen. Are we back? Well, it looks like we might be frozen. 62 thumbs up. Oh no, there we go. Gently simmer chicken breasts in milk and yogurt for 10 to 15 minutes and leave to cool. Most succulent chicken ever. But you know, you can do that, and that's like that'll be like a boiled chicken then. It's not a it won't be it won't have the Maillard effect, obviously. But yeah, no, boiled chicken is also a thing. It's like boiled beef and carrots. So let me just turn me back. There we go. So now I've got to focus on myself again now. See, that's the good thing about these telephones, is they focus themselves. But these don't. There we go. There you go. So see what you're saying? We had a fake-away crispy chicken salad, fake-away KFC, gravy, cauliflower, hash browns for tea. You know, there's nothing better than a KFC sometimes. Evening all, says Mark Robert Downey Jr. was going to say. So what time is it now? It's 18:28. So we've been on over half an hour. And Christina says she doesn't want me to come back too late today. So I've promised her I'm not going to come back too late. It is a nice sunset behind me there. And if you sat here in Little Germany and you're having your food, it is a fantastic way to end the day. You can have the special German wheat beer, or you can even have a Dorada or something like that. Let me see if I can focus on this. There you go. Okay, so now I'm focused on my face. There you go. That's the hard thing here. Let's see if I did it. Yes, I did. See, it's 30 seconds later and I'm reading it here. Beatorelli, hi Tim, hope you're good. I am better actually. I mean, for those of you who've been watching a long time, I had this terrible cough for 2 weeks, and over the Christmas period when my daughter was here, and I'm looking really well. Thank you, Denise. I'm feeling well actually, and I'm feeling fun as well now. And I know most of you have seen the interview. That sort of booked me up because me and Chris had a great time, and you know, thanks to everybody who commented on that. If you haven't seen it, it's worth a watch. It's only 15 minutes long. Christina interview. I think I uploaded it on either Wednesday night or Thursday morning. Heather McCarthy, thank you very much. I will have another beer. In fact, that'll pay for two. So I can pay for this one as well. Okay, so what else we got to show you? Yeah. You go to janetanscombe.com. She has an article up at the moment about the oil refinery in Santa Cruz. Now, for those of you who've been to Santa Cruz and with a car, they usually go down the coast road towards this, you know, the shopping centres, and you pass this massive oil refinery, and it's been there for years. And it's been dead for years. Obviously, it's not working at the moment. And I think it's 2014 they decided to tear it down. In 2018 they had the plan, and this year they're going to start doing it. So it's been doing it for a long time now, and it's going to be finished by 2030. In fact, they've got this Green Deal by 2030 that's still a plan. And it's called, what was it called? the plan something Verde, Santa Cruz Verde 2030. There you go. And if you go to Janet Anscombe, you'll be able to see a picture of the place, and there's even a little video about Santa Cruz Verde 2030 or 2030. Alan Fraser, thank you so much for the donation there. That'll even, I'll get me drunk. But obviously, I'm not going to drink too much. I'm not going to drink too much. Let's get a beer for Christina as well, Tim. You know, she's having a bottle of wine tonight, so that will actually pay for the bottle of wine. Thank you so much. I'm going to have one with her, just a glass though. So I'm hoping that you're enjoying the content this week. I'm going to carry on doing the drive arounds, and I found a way that I can connect the microphone, this microphone, direct to the 360 camera on the roof. So the problem with the drive arounds before is I was doing everything manually and having to sync up all the words in post, and I found a really good way now. And if you're looking at the shorts, if you go on your phone and look at the shorts on my channel, I do these vertical videos about the diet every day, and I've got a great way of doing that now. It's called Descript, D-E-Script, Descript. And it actually does it all for you. It's got like a little waveform in it, and the words come out, and I'm quite enjoying doing that. And it's not a lot of work. So Christina's always said, you're editing for hours till 3 o'clock in the morning, because I was doing all the color correction and everything. Now I've bought a professional color correction LUTs called M Film LUT, which does it all automatically. So all I've got to do is balance the color, then put this LUT on it, and it looks great. And there's a couple of things you can tweak. And so I've really got it down now that I can produce the videos a lot faster. And yeah, we'll see. So the sun's going down now. Denise Pearson, thank you so much for the donation there. You're going to get me drunk. We're booked to come over again at the end of November, says Jill Gardinier. Hey Jill, maybe we can meet this time. And subs there, catch you later. Have a wonderful evening. See you, sub. And he's coming over later as well. Hope everybody's enjoying a Friday evening. Yes, we are. Is Christina happy with the new chair? Oh, we haven't had it yet. We've got to go to the doctor on the 10th of February. On the 10th of February, and then they will let us know there. So it's going